Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to explain you about the land use in India. India holds the second largest agriculture land in the world. Agriculture land in India is about 157.35 million hectares, which is next to the United States. Around 60% of the land area is agriculture land in India. But agriculture land holding is declining day by day because of many factors. The results reveal that cropping intensity was increased over the decades in healthy manner. Net area sown, total cropped area and cultivated land were having positive annual percentage growth rate except few years. Agricultural cultivable land had more number of negative annual percentage growth rates. Areas sown more than once had all positive annual percentage growth rates. The positive annual percentage growth rate implies that the growth rates are in increasing direction when they have increasing land use and vice versa. Advanced technological changes have brought high yielding, cost minimizing, and profit maximizing output level, which increases the cropping intensity. At the same time, agriculture lands are also shrinking day by day because of increase in population, bifurcation of agriculture lands, real estates, rainfall deficiency, financial, production and marketing problems, etc. Land use records are maintained by Land Revenue Department. The land use categories add up to reporting area, which is somewhat different from the geographical area. The Survey of India is responsible for measuring geographical area of administrative units in India. Now it comes land use changes in India. Land use in a region to a large extent is influenced by the nature of economic activities carried out in that region. However, while economic activity change over time, land, like many other natural resources, is fixed in terms of its area. At this stage, one needs to appreciate three types of changes that our economy undergoes which affect land use. First, the size of the economy measured in terms of value for all the goods and services produced in the economy grows over time as a result of increasing population, change in income level, available technology and associated factors. As a result, the pressure on land will increase with time and marginal lands would come under use. Second, the composition of the economy would undergo a change over time. In other words, the secondary and tertiary sectors usually grow much faster than the primary sector, specifically the agriculture sector. This type of change is common in developing countries like India. This process would result in a gradual shift of land from agricultural uses to non-agricultural uses. Third, though the contribution of the agricultural activities reduces over time, the pressure on land for agricultural activities does not decline. The reason for continued pressure on agricultural land are: in developing countries, the share of population dependent on agriculture usually declines much more slowly compared to the decline in the sector's share in GDP. Second, the number of people that our agriculture sector has to feed is increasing day by day. India has undergone major changes within the economy over the past 4 or 5 decades, and this has influenced the land use changes in the country. 4 categories have undergone increases while 4 have registered decline. Share of area under forest, area under non-agricultural uses, current fallow land, and net area sown have shown an increase. The rate of increase is the highest in case of area under non-agricultural uses. This is due to the changing structure of Indian economy, which is increasingly depending on the contribution from industrial and service sectors and expansion of related infrastructural facilities. Also, an expansion of area under both urban and rural settlements has added to the increase. Thus, the area under non-agriculture uses is increasing at the expense of wasteland and agriculture land. The increase in the share under forest can be accounted for by increase in the demarcated area under forest rather than an actual increase in the forest cover in the country. The trend of current fallow fluctuates a great deal over years, depending on the variability of rainfall and cropping cycle. The increase in net area sown is a recent phenomenon due to use of cultivable wasteland for agricultural purposes. The 4 categories that have registered a decline are barren and wasteland, cultivable wasteland, area under pastures, and tree crops and fallow land. As the pressure on land increased, both from the agriculture and non-agriculture sectors, the wasteland and cultural wasteland have witnessed decline over time. The decline in land under pasture and grazing land can be explained by pressure from agriculture land. Illegal encroachment due to expansion of cultivation on common pasture land is largely responsible for this decline. Land resource is more crucial to the livelihood of the people depending on agriculture. Agriculture is a purely land-based activity, unlike secondary and tertiary activity. In other words, contribution of land in agriculture output is more compared to its contribution in the outputs in the other sector. Thus, lack of access to land is directly correlated with incidence of poverty in rural areas. Quality of land has a direct bearing on the productivity of agriculture, which is not true for other activities. In rural areas, aside from its value as a productive factor, land ownership has a social value and serves as a security for credit, natural hazards, or life contingencies, and also adds to the social status. It is clear that the scope for bringing in additional land under net sown area in India is limited. There is thus an urgent need to evolve and adopt land saving technologies. Such technology can be classified under 2 heads: those which raise the yield of any particular crop per unit area of land, and those which increases the total output per unit area of land from all crops grown over one agriculture year by increasing land use intensity. The advantage of later kind of technology is that along with increasing output from limited land, it also increases the demand for labor significantly. For a land scarce but labor abundant country like India, a high cropping intensity is desirable not only for fuller utilization of land resources but also for reducing unemployment in the rural economy. The following table, it shows the composition of total cultivable land in India during the year 1960-61 and 2008 and 9. This diagram, it depicts the general land use categories during two periods of time, 1960-61 and 2014 and 15, where the land has been divided into various land use classes. This is all for today, dear students. Take care and bye.